So today we are going to talk about micro frontends. Um, so here are the topics that we are going to discuss. So, about what are micro frontends and why do we need micro frontends, and also about the core ideas behind micro frontends. So let's start with uh, what are micro frontends. So micro frontend is an idea that uh, got extended the from microservices. Basically, microservices is for the backend and the micro frontend is for the front end. So the concept is literally the same. So with micro frontends, we are building our web app as a composition of features which are owned by independent teams. So it's like uh, the same web app, but it, it there are different teams working on the same project. So it's the whole project is modularized. So that's the basic idea of micro frontends. Uh, so why do we need micro frontends? So when we are building a web app, or I mean a single page app, it over time it's get bigger, and it get to a point that we can't really maintain it. It's really difficult to maintain it. So I mean that situation we call it's a front end monolith. So if we use my micro front end approach, since the whole project is divided to small chunks as modules, uh, we don't need it doesn't get very even the project grows, it doesn't get very difficult to maintain. So that's why we use micro frontends. So let's take a look at a small example. So imagine this: we have to build this train model store. So just you can
So
just
those are tractors, by the way, not trains.
yeah. What did I say?
You said trades.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you can click on these things and you can just buy it. This is the basic store. So if we use the micro front end approach, this will look like this. So for example, this part can be done by another team, which they're going to use Vue.js for, and also this main component thing will be built by another team using Angular, and also this small buttons can be used built by React. So since we are modularizing the whole project, it doesn't matter what front-end library you are going to use for your team. So that's really the main advantage of this. So uh, different teams can work on their own front-end libraries, so that they don't have to use the same language for the whole project. So this is how it look like if we use the micro front end approach. Um, so yeah, this is the same thing but with a different view. So another team is working on a composition using a different front end library. Another team was working on using React, and another team working on Angular, working with working using Angular. So the core ideas of micro frontend is uh, the first one is being agnostic about the technology. As we look at the example, the team product doesn't have to care about what the team checkout is going to use. They can use Angular and they don't have to worry about what other team's going to use. So that and that's about being agnostic about the technology. And also we have to isolate the team code. So uh, so they don't have to worry about how they implementing the things in the other team. So they can use their own approach based on their library. So that's about isolating the team code. But when they're starting the project, they have to agree on things like the naming conventions, and so there are some situations that this isolation cannot be done yet. For example, let's say we have to use the local storage or events or cookies like that. That if uh, they didn't have like a naming convention or things like that, there will be conflicts when they are going to uh, join the whole thing together. So we have to establish some team prefixes for that, and also we have to make the website resilient, because in the end, the feature that we are implementing should be useful, even the JavaScript or failed or hasn't executed yet. So how we achieving this thing using the code wise is we are just manipulating the DOM. So using events and stuff like that. So we are mounting these modules, and we are using events to communicate between them. Um, so that's the core ideas of micro frontend, and yeah, that's it. That's just a quick introduction for micro frontends. Um, yeah, thank you.
All right. Yeah, it was nice, and as always, your slides were awesome. And
Yeah.